In today's class, I have planned to discuss about when a magnetic dipole kept in a uniform magnetic field. What is the energy stored in the magnetic dipole? Or what is the work done in rotating the dipole from one angle to another angle or from one position to another position? Such things we are going to discuss. Fine. As all of us know that a uniform magnetic field is one in which at every point the strength of magnetic field is same. So here is a uniform magnetic field. It is denoted by the symbol B, and it's a vector quantity. Its direction is from north to south, and it is measured in Tesla in SI system. In such a uniform magnetic field, we keep a magnetic dipole. So here is a magnetic compass. It is a magnetic compass. This magnetic compass is a magnetic dipole whose north pole is here and south pole is here. When such a magnetic compass is kept in an external magnetic field, a couple acts on it. Couple means a pair of equal force, a pair of equal and opposite forces acting on the same line of action at different points. Here is the magnetic force and here is the magnetic force. This magnetic force, as we know that electric force is equal to charge into electric field. Magnetic force is equal to pole strength into magnetic field. Pole strength into magnetic field. Okay, here also pole strength into magnetic field. Fine. So these two equal and opposite forces, they constitute a couple, and thereby the magnetic compass rotates. It rotates. Whenever it rotates, we learn that in rotational motion, a torque acts upon it. The torque acting upon this magnetic dipole is given by tau is equal to mb sin theta, where m is the magnetic moment and b is the strength of external magnetic field, and theta is the angle between the magnetic moment and the magnetic field. Here is the magnetic field, and this is the direction of magnetic moment. The magnetic moment is always from south to north. Fine. As we know that the work done in rotating the dipole is equal to, in rotational motion, work done in rotating the dipole through a small angle d theta is equal to torque into d theta. Work done in rotating the dipole through a small angle d theta is equal to torque into d theta in rotational motion. Whereas in linear motion, it is force into displacement. In rotational motion, it is torque into angular displacement. So, substituting the value of torque here, we get the amount of work done by the external magnetic field in rotating the dipole through an angle d theta is equal to mb sin theta d theta. In order to calculate the total work done by the external magnetic field in rotating the dipole from one angle to another angle. Say from theta 1 to theta 2. Take integration on both sides. Integration of dw is equal to integration from theta 1 to theta 2. What is theta 1? The initial position of the dipole. Theta 2, the final position of the dipole. Initial angle and final angle into mb sin theta d theta. Integration of dw is w is equal to mb is taken outside. Integration of sin theta is minus cos theta. Is minus cos theta, and the limits from initial angle to final angle. Fine. So work done is equal to minus mb into cos of theta 2 minus cos of theta 1. Fine. Suppose if the final angle is theta and the initial angle is 90 degree. Suppose if the dipole is perpendicular to the magnetic field. This is south and this is north. The direction of the magnetic moment is south to north. If the angle between M and B, if the angle, what is theta here? The angle between M and B. If that initial angle is 90 degree and the final angle is any angle, theta, then the equation takes the form. If theta 1 is 90 degree and theta 2 is theta, then W is equal to minus mb cos theta. Minus mb cos theta. Because theta 2 equal to theta. That is the angle after rotating through an angle theta. Theta 1 is 90 degree. Theta 2 is final angle theta. So all that work done by the external magnetic field is stored in the form of potential energy in the dipole. So therefore, work done is equal to minus mb cos theta, or the potential energy stored in the dipole is U is equal to minus mb cos theta. Fine. This is the final equation. Suppose if that angle is equal to 0 degree, cos 0 is 1, then the potential energy stored is minus mb. If that angle is equal to 180 degree, that is cos of 180 is minus 1, then the energy equal to plus mb. If you rotate a dipole from 180, if you rotate the dipole from 0 to 180, then how much work is done? 0 to 180. If theta is 1, if theta 1 is equal to 0 degree, theta 2 is equal to 180 degree, then U is equal to, put here, theta 1 is equal to 0, cos 0 is 1, theta 2 equal to 180, cos of 180 is minus 1, minus 1 minus 1 minus 2, minus into minus plus 2 mb, plus 2 mb. What is this? This is the work done. This is the work done. You can write it is a work done. Or potential energy, both are same. It is the work done in rotating the dipole from 0 to 180 degree. That is plus 2 mb. Here, in this position, this is most stable to most unstable. here this position of the dipole is most stable. Most stable when theta equal to 0 degree. That is, when the dipole is parallel to the magnetic field. If the dipole is parallel to the magnetic field, theta is equal to 0 degree. That theta equal to 0 means potential energy stored in the dipole is minus mv. So, at this position or in this position, the dipole is said to be most stable. When theta is equal to 180 degree, theta is equal to 180 degree. That is exactly opposite to magnetic field. This is external magnetic field. Here is the south pole. Here is the north pole. The magnetic moment and the magnetic field are 180 degree. Here the magnetic moment and the magnetic field, the angle between them 0 degree. Here is 180 degree. In this position, the dipole is most unstable. This is the energy stored in the dipole, maximum energy. This is most unstable. What is the work done in rotating the dipole from most stable to most unstable? That is plus 2 mv. So this completes the energy stored in a magnetic dipole when the magnetic dipole is kept in uniform magnetic field. Right. Now let us look into the time period of the dipole. Okay. Here is a compass needle. Time period. Expression for time period of a dipole. Okay, we have a uniform external magnetic field in which a magnetic compass is kept. It is a magnetic compass whose north pole is situated here, south pole is here, and it experiences two equal and opposite forces. A torque acts upon it, and thereby the compass starts vibrating, rotating, vibrating like this. It vibrates. What is the time taken to complete one vibration? One vibration means moving from one extreme portion to another extreme portion, again back to the same extreme portion, is time period. Time taken to complete one vibration. Time taken to complete one cycle. Yes, as we know that the torque acting upon the dipole is tau is equal to mv sin theta. mv sin theta. Okay, then there will be anti-torque, which brings the needle back to the original position. So that anti-torque is torque is equal to I alpha. Okay, here I means moment of inertia, alpha means angular acceleration. During the rotational motion, the object will have during the rotational motion, the object will have moment of inertia. It is an analog of mass. In linear motion, mass. In rotational motion, moment of inertia. Okay, so I is the moment of inertia of this compass needle, which is vibrating or rotating, and alpha is the angular acceleration, rate of change of angular displacement is known as angular velocity. Rate of change of angular velocity is known as angular acceleration. Right. So, if you compare the anti-torque and the torque, I can write that I alpha is equal to minus mb sin theta. This negative sign indicates that the torque and anti-torque are in the opposite direction. Right. So this we can write that alpha is equal to minus mb by moment of inertia into theta. For smaller deflection, for smaller angular displacement 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, less than 10 degree, sine of 9 degree will be 9 degree, sine of 1 degree will be 1 degree. So for smaller angles, sine theta is equal to theta if the angular displacement is less than 10 degree. Okay, and we studied in 11th class that this type of vibratory motion or the rotational motion is also known as simple harmonic motion. In simple harmonic motion, linear acceleration is always equal to minus omega square into the linear displacement. Acceleration is always opposite to displacement. Acceleration and displacement in simple harmonic motion are always opposite to each other. So comparing linear acceleration, angular acceleration, linear displacement, angular displacement. So both are simple harmonic motion only. So comparing the coefficients, we can write that omega square is equal to mv by I, where I is moment of inertia. How do we write? We write that omega is equal to mv by I under the square root. And if you write what is omega, that is 2 pi by t is equal to under the root mv by I, where m is the magnetic moment of this compass needle and v is the external magnetic field, I is the moment of inertia, that is mr square, mass into square of the radius or the radius of gyration. Okay, so that is t by 2 pi is equal to under root I upon m v, or t is equal to 2 pi under root I by mv. So this completes. This is what? The expression for time taken to complete one oscillation, one vibration. It depends on the moment of inertia of this needle. Depends on the magnetic moment. It depends on the magnetic field. So this completes the expression for time period. Thank you.